Greetings, and welcome to Readings from the Poetic Edda with Gwenop Mananan. Get the comfy chair, grab a cup of tea, and warm yourself by the fire, and get ready to listen to some lovely ancient wisdom from the North. Odin spake, "Counsel me, Frigg, for I long to fare, and Vafthrunthnir fain would find fit wisdom old with the giant wise. Myself I would seek to match. Here, father, here at home would I keep, where the gods together dwell. Amid all the giants, and equal in might, to Vafthrunthnir know I none." Odin spake, "Much have I fared, much have I found, much have I got from the gods, and fain would I know how Vafthrunthnir now lives in his lofty hall." Frigg spake, "Safe mayest thou go, safe come again, and safe be the way thou wendest. Father of men, let thy mind be keen when the giant thou seekest. The wisdom then of the giant wise, forth he did fare to try. He found the hall of the father of Eam, and in forthwith went Ig. Odin spake, "Vafthrunthnir, hail! To thy hall am I come. For thyself I fain would see. At first would I ask, if wise thou art, or giant, all wisdom hast won." Vafthrunthnir spake, "Who is the man that speaks to me here in my lofty hall? Forth from our dwelling thou never shalt fare, unless wiser than I thou art." Odin spake, "Gragnath they call me, and thirsty I come from a journey hard to thy hall. Welcome I look for long I have fed, and gentle greeting, giant." Vafthrunthnir spake, "Why standest thou there on the floor, whilst thou speakest? A seat shalt thou have in my hall. Then soon we shall know whose knowledge is more, the guest or the sage's grey." Odin spake, "If a poor man reaches the home of the rich, let him wisely speak, or be still, for him who speaks with the head of hat will chattering ever work ill." Vafthrunthnir spake, "Speak forth now, Gagnath, if there from the floor thou wouldst thy wisdom make known. What name has the steed that each morn anew the day for mankind doth draw?" Odin spake, "Skinfaxi is he, the steed who for men the glittering day doth draw. The best of the horses, to heroes he seems, and brightly his mane doth burn." Vafthrunthnir spake, "Speak forth now, Gungrath, if there from the floor thou wouldst thy wisdom make known. What name has the steed that from east anew brings night for the noble gods?" Odin spake, "Primfaxi name they, the steed that anew brings night for the noble gods. Each morning foam from his bit there falls, and thence come the dews in the dales. Vafthrunthnir spake, "Speak forth, now Gungraf, if there from the floor thou wouldst thy wisdom make known. What name has the river that twixt the realms of gods and giant goes?" Odin spake, "Ifing is the river that twixt the realms of the gods and the giant goes. For all time ever open it flows, no ice on the river there is." Vafthrunthnir spake, "Speak forth, now Gungraf, if there from the floor thy wisdom would make known. What name has the field where in fight shall meet Surt and the gracious gods?" Odin spake, "Vigrid is the field where in fight shall meet Surt and the gracious gods. 100 miles each way does it measure, and so its boundaries are set." Vafthrunthnir spake, "Wise art thou, guest, to my bench shalt thou go. In our seats let us speak together here in the hall. Our heads, O guest, shall we wager our wisdom upon." Odin spake, "First answer me well, if thy wisdom avails, and thou knowest it, Vafthrunthnir, now in earliest time, whence came the earth or the sky, thou giant sage?" Vafthrunthnir spake, "Out of Ymir's flesh was fashioned the earth, and the mountains were made of his bones. The sky from the frost-cold giant skull, and the ocean out of his blood." Odin spake, "Next answer me well, if thy wisdom avails, and thou knowest it, Vafthrunthnir, now whence cometh the moon o'er the world of men that fares, and the flaming sun?" Vafthrunthnir spake, "Mundulferi is he, who begat the moon and fathered the flaming sun. The round of heaven each day they run, to tell time for men." Odin spake, "Third answer me well, if wise thou art called, if thou knowest it, Vafthrunthnir, now whence cometh the day o'er mankind that fares all night with the narrowing moon?" Vafthrunthnir spake, "The father of day is Delin called, and the night was begotten by Nor. Full moon and old by the gods were fashioned to tell the time for men." Odin spake, "Fourth answer me well, if wise thou art called, if thou knowest it, Vafthrunthnir, now whence did winter come, or the summer warm? First with the gracious gods Vafthrunthnir spake, Vindsval he was, who was winter's father, and forsooth summer begat." Odin spake, "Fifth answer me well, if wise thou art called, if thou knowest it, Vafthrunthnir, now what giant first was fashioned of old, and the eldest of Ymir's kin?" Vafthrunthnir spake, "Winters unmeasured ere earth was made, was the birth of Bergelmir, Thrusgelmir's son, was the giant strong, and Agilmir's grandson of old. Odin spake, sixth answer me well, if wise thou art called, if thou knowest it, Vafthrunthnir now. Whence did Agilmir come with the giant's kin? Long since thou, giant sage, Vafthrunthnir spake, down from Elvagard did venom drop, and wax till it a giant was. And thence arose a giant's race, and thus so fierce we are found. Odin spake, seventh answer me well, if wise thou art called, if thou knowest it, Vafthrunthnir now. How beget he children, the giant grim, who a giantess never knew? Vafthrunthnir spake, they say 'neath the arms of the giant of ice grew man-child and made together, and foot with foot did the wise one fashion a son that 6 heads bore. Odin spake, eighth answer me well, if wise thou art called, if thou knowest it, Vafthrunthnir now. What farthest back dost thou bear in mind, for wide is thy wisdom, giant? Vafthrunthnir spake, winters unmeasured ere earth was made, was the birth of Bergelmir. This first knew I well, when the giant wise in a boat of old was born. Odin spake, ninth answer me well, if wise thou art called, if thou knowest it, Vafthrunthnir now. Whence comes the wind that fares o'er the waves, yet never itself is seen? Vafthrunthnir spake in an eagle's guise, at the end of heaven Hreysvelg sits, they say, and from his wings does the wind come forth to move o'er the world of men. Odin spake, tenth answer me now, if thou knowest all the fate that is fixed of the gods. Whence came up north to the kin of the gods, rich in temples and shrines he rules, though of the gods he was never begot. Vafthrunthnir spake, in the homes of the Wains did the wise ones create him, and gave him as a pledge to the gods. At the fall of the world shall he fare once more, home to the Wains so wise. Odin spake, 11th, answer me well, what men in home each day to fight go forth? Vafthrunthnir spake, the heroes all in Odin's hall each day to fight go forth. The heroes they fell on each other and fare from the fight, all healed, soon full to sit. Odin spake, 12th answer me now, how all thou knowest of the fate that is fixed for the gods. Of the runes of the gods and the giants' race the truth indeed dost thou tell, and wide is thy wisdom, giant. Vafthrunthnir spake, of the runes of the gods and the giants' race the truth indeed I can tell. For every world I have won, to 9 worlds I came, I to niffle beneath the home where dead men dwell. Odin spake, much have I fared, much have I found, much have I got of the gods. What shall live of mankind when at last there comes the mighty winter to men? Vafthrunthnir spoke, in Hodmimir's wood shall hide themselves, Lif and Lifrasir then. The morning dews for meat they shall have, such food shall men then find. Odin spake, much have I fared, much have I found, much have I got of the gods. Whence comes the sun to the smooth sky back, when Fenrir has snatched it forth? Vafthrunthnir spake, a daughter bright, Alfrothul bears ere Fenrir snatches her forth. Her mother's path shall the maiden tread, when the gods to death have gone. Odin spake, much have I fared, much have I found, much have I got of the gods. What maidens are they, so wise of mind, that forth o'er the sea shall fare? Vafthrunthnir spake, o'er Mograsir's hill the maidens pass, and 3 are their throngs that come. They all shall protect the dwellers on earth, though they come of the giants' kin. Odin spake, much have I fared, much have I found, much have I got of the gods. Who then shall rule the realm of the gods when the fires of Surt have sunk? Mothi and Magni shall Mjolnir have, when Vignir falls in fight. Odin spake, much have I fared, much have I found, much have I got of the gods. What shall bring the doom of death to Odin, when the gods to destruction go? Vafthrunthnir spake, the wolf shall fell the father of men, and this shall Vitha avenge. The terrible jaws shall he tear apart, and so the wolf he shall slay. Odin spake, much have I fared, much have I found, much have I got from the gods. What spake Odin himself in the ears of his son, ere in the bale fire he burned? Vafthrunthnir spake, no man can tell what in olden time thou spakest in the ears of thy son. With fated mouth the fall of the gods and mine olden tales have I told. With Odin in knowledge now have I striven, and ever the wiser thou art. Next time we'll start with Grimir's ballad, a whole new chapter in the Poetic Edda. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, tell me your opinions, all that fun stuff. You can check out my galleries, and I'll have links to all my social media down in the description. Hope you enjoyed the art and the poetry, and we'll see you back next time for more readings from the Poetic Edda.